So, David, good morning.
Good morning.
So
Can
nice
you
of
hear me?
you. Huh?
How are you?
I'm very fine, sir. It's interesting to see you on this new course. Huh?
Yes, it's very exciting actually.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Altogether, we have around, Professor David, 430 external registration and around 700 internal. So altogether, 1100 participants are there in this course. Actually.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And Sumiji, how are you?
Fine, sir. Fine. Good evening to all of you.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yep.
So, David, today we have a very renowned person as a chief guest of the function today. He is a very high-ranking officials in the government of India. Mr. Rajesh Singh. He is looking after our entire logistics operations and all the newer projects that government of India has launched. So it is called all this PM Gati Shakti, National Logistics Policy. So Mr. Rajesh Singh is looking after all these things, sir. So he is being, one of the very well-connected policy maker as well as linking the current plan of the government so that logistics efficiency can be improved also, as well as many of the critical projects which are being run by the government, particularly to bring our economy to the now target is level 3. So among them, he has very wider contributions in that direction.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, Professor Manoj, you and I need to write a piece, right, for the thought leadership. And what he's doing is probably an important part of what we will focus on.
So I request Rajesh Singh ji to just open the video and then he can come on the screen actually. क्या हो रहा है? सिंह सर नहीं दिखाई दे सिंह सर
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Sir, namaskar, Manoj Tiwari, this side.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. Let me introduce that we have Professor David Simchi-Levi of MIT, sir. He was the editor-in-chief of Management Science, one of the well-known journal, as well as he is being well-known, sir, one of the person who has transformed the whole logistics education by contributing through his very famous stress test, which has been used worldwide for checking the resiliency of supply chains, actually, sir. So
Wonderful.
He is the course coordinator who will run the entire course for more than 1100 participants that we are having, sir, and including around 200 from the industry and remaining are from the students, academia, teachers, etc. And this course is on the reinventing business operations, sir, with the data analytics and a specific focus on the logistics and supply chain management examples, because we have to bring our, logistic cost, which is there around 14.13 to bring out to 9. So keeping that in mind, sir, PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan that is there under your ministry, sir. So we are running as a nodal agency, we are running the courses for different institutions, including IITs, IIMs and NIITs, so that they can also create more trained manpower for this purpose. So, you know very well, sir, you have to go. So very quickly, we start with the introduction so that I will invite you first, actually, sir, so that you can leave the dais, and then formal inauguration function will follow, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you. Very nice to see you, Professor David, and look forward to seeing you physically soon in India sometime.
Yeah.
So
Thank
nice
you,
meeting you. I really hope so.
Yeah. So, do you want me to go first, Professor Tiwari?
Yeah, I will ask. Yeah, I will ask you, sir. At that time, immediately after 5 minutes, sir, then a small film is there. We want to show you. Then we come to you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, student pointer, please start. Yeah.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to the inaugural session of the Global Online Certification course on Reinventing Business Operations with Data Analytics 2023. On behalf of Indian Institute of Management Mumbai, I would like to thank all the dignitaries, faculty, and the course participants for gracing us with their presence on this occasion as we embark on a learning journey. Today, we have with us Honorable Chief Guest Sri Rajesh Kumar Singh, Secretary, Department of Promotion for Industry and Internal Trade, DPIIT, and guest of honor Sri Sunit Mukherjee, Head Lubricant Supply Chain and Operations India Hub Shell. We also have with us reputed world-renowned course instructor, Professor David Simchi-Levi, Business and Supply Chain Analytics Director, MIT, and Professor Manoj Tiwari, Director, IIM Mumbai. IIM Mumbai, formerly known as NEETI, a premier B school for management studies in India, is dedicated to help businesses make their presence felt globally, and with AI-powered supply chains being an integral part of modern management. Today, data analytics emerged as a game changer for businesses, revolutionizing their operations. Data analytics-driven transformation marked a pivotal shift in how businesses operated and thrived in the ever-evolving marketplace. This course should provide you with the foundation you need to understand and apply these methods to drive supply chain value. We thank everyone for such an overwhelming response to this course, and without further ado, I would now like to call upon Mr. Akash, student coordinator for the course, to give a brief about our institute, the course, and its registration statistics. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akash. IIM Mumbai, erstwhile known as National Institute of Industrial Engineering, was established in 1963 by the Government of India and is one of the leading institutes for management education. IIM Mumbai is committed to creating skilled professionals in diverse functional areas like operations management, analytics, finance, marketing, project management, HR, information technology, and sustainability management. IIM Mumbai has a strong linkage with private and public sectors, national research institutes, other academic institutions, universities, and government organizations and committees. For the previous courses, IIM Mumbai has successfully completed 8 versions of global online certification courses with Professor David Simchi-Levi. The courses received an overwhelming response from 16,000 plus individuals from reputed national and international organizations, some prominent academic institutions like IITs, IIMs, IFT, University of London, and University of Warwick. Some eminent organizations that are part of these courses include P&G, HUL, GE, ITC, Amul, Deloitte, General Mills, IBM, Titan, Reliance, and many more. Some of the previous courses that were conducted are Supply Chain Digitization and Management, Business and Operations Analytics, Supply Chain Transformation through Digitization, Supply Chain and Demand Analytics, etc. The best part of all these courses was that these courses received an average rating of 4.6 out of 5 for the teaching style, course execution, and overall lecture experience. We will continue to add value to all our participants through this course as well. Coming to the course, after the tremendous success of the previous global online certification, IIM Mumbai is proud to present the global certification course on Reinventing Business Operations with Data Analytics 2023. The course emphasizes on business and operations analytics techniques through that can provide real insights and improve the speed and reliability and quality of decisions. The course instructors for this course are Professor David Simchi-Levi, Professor Business and Supply Chain Analytics and Director of Data Science Lab at MIT, USA. Professor Manoj Tiwari, Director of IIM Mumbai. This huge popularity amongst many and supply chain professionals across the globe. We have diverse participants ranging from communities and institutes like IITs, IIMs, SCHMRD, TAPMI, B School, and industry professionals from companies like Micron, Shell, Accenture, ITC, and many more. As evident, we are very diverse pool of participants, and we assure you that we will have a great learning experience through this course. Finally, I would like to pass the mic to Harsh, our student coordinator.
Thank you, Akash. This course is an initiative to accelerate the adoption of PM Gati Shakti scheme, National Master Planner, as conceived by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. This plan aims at making India a developed nation in the next 25 years by improving its logistical capability. It is essentially a digital platform that brings 16 union ministries together, including the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, for integrated planning, coordination, and implementation of infrastructure, connectivity projects for comprehensive and inclusive socio-economic progress in different parts of the country. To further understand the vision and mission of PM Gati Shakti scheme, we have a small video.
आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव में जल को थल से, थल को नभ से, मेहनत को बाजारों से, बाजारों को व्यापारों से, हवाई अड्डों को राजमार्गों से, रेल मार्गों से, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की प्लानिंग को एग्जीक्यूशन से, शिक्षा को रोजगार से जोड़ रही है देश की पहली एकीकृत संपर्क योजना गति शक्ति। गति शक्ति से संपर्क बढ़ेगा, करोड़ों का निवेश होगा, देश की आधारभूत संरचना मजबूत होगी, अगले 25 वर्षों के भारत की बुनियाद रचेगा, आकार लेगा नया इतिहास। प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के इस विजन को गति देने की जिम्मेदारी शिक्षा मंत्रालय ने ली है। गति शक्ति योजना को प्रभावी तरीके से लागू करने में जुटी टीम को प्रशिक्षित और योजना केंद्रित स्किल में दक्ष बनाने के लिए नीति, IIT, NIT, IIIT और IIM सहित महत्वपूर्ण संस्थानों को साथ लेकर आया है। AICTE ट्रेनिंग एंड लर्निंग एकेडमी यानी अटल द्वारा टैलेंट एजुकेशन, फैकल्टी ट्रेनिंग और स्किलिंग के लिए लर्निंग कोर्सेज देने की है तैयारी। ये सभी कोर्सेज एग्री फूड सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट से लेकर स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट इन रेल एंड रोड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से जुड़े हर एक पहलू को कवर करेंगे। नीति के नेतृत्व में इन कोर्सेज में 75,000 से ज्यादा विद्यार्थियों और अधिकारियों को 30 घंटे का प्रशिक्षण दिया जाएगा, जो उच्च स्तरीय शिक्षण, प्रशिक्षण और कौशल क्षमता निर्माण का बेजोड़ मिश्रण होगा। इस योजना के माध्यम से सरकार ने क्लाइमेट चेंज, डीकार्बनाइजेशन ऑफ लॉजिस्टिक्स और सस्टेनेबल सप्लाई चेन जैसे विषयों को प्राथमिकता दी है। इसी दिशा में 28 जून 2022 को शिक्षा मंत्रालय ने नीति और बाइसेग-एन के सहयोग से एक ऑनलाइन कार्यशाला आयोजित किया। इसमें अधिकारियों को शहरी नियोजन के लिए उपग्रह संचार, भू सूचना विज्ञान और भू स्थानिक प्रौद्योगिकी और मल्टी मोडल लॉजिस्टिक्स को बढ़ावा देने जैसे विषयों पर जानकारी दी गई। बाइसेग-एन अहमदाबाद के द्वारा विकसित भू स्थानिक और भू सूचना विज्ञान के अनुप्रयोग का लॉजिस्टिक्स एवं परिवहन क्षेत्र में बढ़ावा देने की व्यवस्था करने की तैयारी की गई है। इस दिशा में उनका सहयोग अपेक्षित है। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति के तहत शिक्षा मंत्रालय के इस अभियान के जरिए पेशेवरों, उद्यमियों को सक्षम बनाया जाएगा। इससे परिवहन लागत को 14% से घटाकर 9% करने की है तैयारी, ताकि भारत सरकार का लक्ष्य हो पूरा। शिक्षा मंत्रालय के ये विशेष लर्निंग कोर्सेज गति शक्ति से जुड़ी प्रतिभा को न सिर्फ निखारेंगे, बल्कि उन्हें नई तकनीक से लैस करेंगे, उनके हुनर को चमकाएंगे और गति शक्ति के विकास को देंगे दोगुनी रफ्तार।
पीएम गति शक्ति मास्टर प्लान सरकारी प्रोसेस और उससे जुड़े अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर्स को तो एक साथ लाता ही है। ये ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के अलग अलग बोर्ड्स को आपस में जोड़ने में भी मदद करता है। ये होलिस्टिक गवर्नेंस का विस्तार है।
Dear participants, it's notable to mention that in the video, the word NEETI has been rechristened as IIM Mumbai in the recent times. And now I would like to call upon Professor Manoj Tiwari, Director IIM Mumbai, for the welcome address. Professor Tiwari is a higher academic grade professor from Industrial Engineering and System Management Group at IIT Kharagpur. Currently on line at IIM Mumbai as Director since 2019. His research interests have been supported by several industries, along with national and international research funding agencies.
So thank you very much, Hars. Hello. Now, since our chief guest he has to attend a function, so let me introduce him. Then you can come back to start the whole process again. So let me introduce our chief guest of today's function, Mr. Rajesh Kumar Singh ji. He is Secretary, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. So, and prior to that, he is basically our Kerala cadre IAS officer. And we all know his powerful contribution in the different departments, like he was a joint secretary to the ministry, same department, Ministry of Culture, then Ministry of Disaster Management, and many other departments he has served before coming to the DPIT, which is responsible for, looking after entire PM Gati Shakti, National Logistic Plan, and also many other activities of national interest through which the trade promotion, industry output, and many other things are going to take in use. So now, with this small introduction, I request Mr. Rajesh Singh to speak few words about the course, so that we can move further and he can record his views also. And that will be basically quite useful for our participants as well as the guests to know the opinion. So thank you again, sir, for coming to our platform, and we extend our warm welcome to you for your coming as chief guest to this function. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Tiwari, Professor David, colleagues, other members of the faculty, students who've joined, who've registered for this course. A very warm welcome to all of you to this formal launch of this program. I'm happy to join the participants and the faculty and Professor David at this at the launch of this very important online certification course for data analytics for supply chain management. It's very appropriate and important time to be launching this, because as all of you are aware, logistics efficiency is not something that India has been known for in the past. Our ranking in the Global Logistics Performance Index has gradually risen to about 38 now, but it used to be much lower earlier. And the government of India, through its national logistics policy that was launched last year and through initiatives like the PM Gati Shakti, is trying to improve our rankings. But the goal is that we improve our ranking to about under 25 among the countries of the world in the next 5 years or so. The important thing to remember about the current Prime Minister's vision is that his intent is to invest heavily both in our digital and in our physical infrastructure. Now, the investment in physical infrastructure is before you today in terms of new roads, new airports. We've doubled the number of airports. We are building about 30 kilometers of roads every day, and I'm talking about national highway standard roads. We are doing tremendous upgradation of our rail and port networks through the Sagarmala project. As a result, the pipeline that we have in terms of investment in our physical infrastructure is almost $1 trillion over the next 5 years. Combined with that is this huge push on digital public infrastructure. That includes this, something that you're all aware of. 1.4 billion Indians having a unique biometric ID combined with a digital payment system called UPI, which is already the largest in the world. I think 46% of overall digital transactions, digital financial payment transactions around the world are now done through this UPI system. The PM Gati Shakti, which was mentioned in the film, is another key element in that exercise of improving our logistics. The idea being that we create a comprehensive geospatial platform for all our infrastructure assets, whether it's roads or rail links or buildings or telecom lines, telecom networks. All of it is now has been mapped, in fact, on the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. We are now expanding it to our social sector ministries as well. 22 of those social sector ministries are now also uploading their data on the PM Gati Shakti database. Over time, we intend to open up this database to initially for public institutions like IITs and IIMs, and eventually even for the private sector. The idea being that it can be used for a comprehensive and proactive planning rather than reactive planning when it comes to building up infrastructure in this country. So in that sort of context, and the fact that India is right now in a sweet spot in terms of its macroeconomic fundamentals, in terms of its political stability, it has a huge demographic dividend because of its very low dependency ratio as far as its population is concerned. The general consensus, therefore, is that India is going to have sustained economic growth over the next 2.5 decades, which is also the Prime Minister's vision. And in that vision, logistics efficiency plays an important part. And that's why I'm delighted that this course is going to create a lot of good capacity, good human resource in this area, because a lot of data is getting generated by us right now also, whether it is under the PM Gati Shakti or under our unified logistics interface platform, which involves RFID-based tagging of all containers coming in and going out of the country. A huge amount of data is available, and data analytics would play an important role in using that data for improving our performance of our public and private institutions. So I wish the participants of this course the very best. I am sure you will have a very illuminating and very productive session with Professor David and his colleagues. And I wish all of you the very best in this exercise. Thank you very much for inviting me. Goodbye.
So thank you, Mr. Singh, and the way in which you have summed up the importance of the course as well as how it will be beneficial to the participants in capacity building is always welcome. So once again, sir, from our side, from core of our heart, we appreciate your coming, and it's your generosity that you've given time to us, and we shall be deeply obliged to you for coming to our platform. Thank you very much, sir. I know very well, sir, you have to go to some important function of G20. So now, sir, you can log out, and
thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, sir. Bye. So now, Ishkia, you can continue with our inaugural sessions. Please go ahead.
Levy, our lead instructor of the course for the keynote session. He is the professor of business and supply chain analytics, the director of the data science lab at MIT, USA, and editor-in-chief of the leading journal Management Science. Professor Simchi-Levi founded Logic Tools, now a subsidiary of IBM, which provided software solutions and decision support systems to clients such as Caterpillar, ConAgra, and Kraft Food, amongst others. He later co-founded OPS Rules and Analytics, which are now part of Accenture. In 2023, he was an elected member of the National Academy of Engineering. Professor David has also been previously associated with NITI for 9 global online certification courses in the domain of supply chain management and data analytics. Those courses were highly successful with over 16,000 plus participants from 13 plus countries. Professor David Simchi, sir, we welcome you again to NITI, and we are honored to have this association with you, sir. Professor David Simchi-Levi, the stage is all yours for the keynote speech.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Professor Manoj, thank you so much for inviting me, for organizing, and for running this new class together with me. I want to start by highlighting what the secretary just focused on. The time is right today for India to take a major role in manufacturing, logistics, and supply chain. And let me give my perspective on what I see have changed over the last few years. And then I will connect it with supply chain digitization, with the material and the topics that we will cover in this course. Over the last couple of years, we have seen three important changes in manufacturing, in supply chain, and in logistics. The first one is the impact of inflation. Inflation not only is affecting market demand, customer demand, it's also affecting the cost that company sees in their supply chain, from the cost of raw material to the cost of transportation, all the way to the cost of energy. As a result, there is a lot of focus in industry on supply chain efficiency, on cutting costs as much as possible. The second observation is that in parallel to that focus, companies are focusing on the impact of supply chain disruptions. And over the last 3 to 4 years, we have seen disruption from multiple directions. COVID, the US-China pressure and tension, the war in Ukraine, multiple weather events in North America affecting supply chain and manufacturing. As a result, there is a lot of focus in industry, not only on cutting cost, efficiency, but also on supply chain resiliency. And at a high level, you can easily see why these are challenges, because these two objectives, efficiency, cut cost, resiliency, improve your ability to respond to a disruption. These are conflicting objectives. And the third development is not only the impact of inflation, it's not only the impact of disruption, it's also the impact of people, at least in the Western world, starting to depart the labor market. As a result, there is a lot of pressure to do more with less. There is a lot of pressure to improve productivity. So if you think at a high level about our three objectives, in this class, we will focus on using data and analytics to improve efficiency, to increase resiliency, and to impact productivity. The best way to achieve this is to combine digitization, analytics, and automation. And there are lots of talks about these three capabilities, digitization, advanced analytics, and automation. But how do you do that effectively? How do you identify opportunities? How do you implement a process that allows you to leverage these capabilities? This will be the focus of this class. But we will not only focus on advanced analytics that have been around for the last 10 years since companies started focusing on AI and machine learning. I want also to emphasize new technologies that has appeared over the last 2 years. That is a technology associated with generative AI and transformer. And the question I will ask and the case I will discuss will be all about how do you use generative AI and transformer, the new capabilities that have been developed over the last few years, to improve supply chain decision making, procurement decisions, inventory decision, production planning decision. This is the first time that Professor Manoj and myself will include these new topics as part of this course. And I'm hoping that the technical material, I'm hoping that the case studies, I'm hoping that the discussion of implementation will motivate many of the participants to go back to their own organization and implement some of these concepts, some of these ideas, some of these tools that we will illustrate in this class. So again, Professor Manoj, everybody, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm excited about this class.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for coming and giving brief introduction about the course and also what are the things within your plan. And I just want to mention to all the participants here that Professor David is having that capability to write one of the thematic, ideas which are proving as a game changer in the entire landscape of logistics, and some of his discoveries which has created wave-like situations in the literature of the supply chain management was basically like how digitization to be simplified and to be done at lowest cost, how the data analytics can be integrated with the different functionalities of the logistics, and also many of the projects that he has carried out in the industry, he has converted them into a case study and also very impressive teaching material that are being appreciated worldwide by the participants. And I'm 100% sure here also that all those who are attending this course, they will know that how David is going to link the different kind of complex decisions of optimization, spreadsheet methods of optimization, how he's going to use the predictive analytics with the different demonstration of the linear logistics, classical, near neighborhood algorithms, Bayesian analysis, and also how he's going to link the neural network and other kind of AI techniques, and some of the case studies that we plan with respect to unified view of the demand, supply chain segmentation, smart planning and execution, supply chain efficiency, and many of the problems that he has coined with regard to the pricing online and offline retailer examples, estimated last sales, and also other estimates like pricing decisions. So such a wider coverage he has planned in this course, and also some aspects of the generative AI that he mentioned. So I'm sure that most of the industry, they are looking for cutting edge solutions to their existing problems. They certainly get a big advantage by deliberations that Professor David is going to make in this course. And I've seen his many of his scholarly contributions, which are laden with many of the complex mathematical relationships. But whenever he comes to the practical aspects, how he nicely simplified it so that even down the line, lower level manager also they can understand that how good it is to apply these methods, which are not very high cost consuming. They are very simple to implement. Only data is required in order to realize many of the benefits. So such kind of approach we are going to discuss with him. And I don't require to give any certification to him because he is master class. So more than that, I don't want to speak at present. So I'm going to the student coordinator to take up the issue further so that we can invite our another very interesting guest who is none other than our own alumni and looking after the entire supply chain of a very powerful company itself. And later on, he will describe that how he has got the benefit. And our partner in this case is Jaro. So here we have seen that how the Ranjita is already there and she helped us in marketing this course to different levels. So over to student coordinator, please.
As mentioned, the marketing partner for this course is Jaro Education. And now I would like to introduce Ms. Ranjita Raman, who is the CEO of Jaro Education, India's leading online higher education company. With a track record of transforming the careers of over 350,000 professionals in 14 plus years, with a strong background in R&D, consulting, business strategy, and growth. She is known for her innovative problem-solving skills. An alumnus of IIM Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, She's been instrumental in executing learning projects and technology-based online programs for top universities. Recognized as a dynamic woman leader and featured in Forbes India, she's won several awards, including Business Leader of the Year 2021. Her mission is to upskill working executives and drive professional growth in the corporate world while maintaining core values. Ms. Sanjita Raman, ma'am, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Thank you so much, Harsh, for the beautiful introduction, I must say. I'm overwhelmed with my introduction. I think there is a lot of feelings that I would like to quickly express in interest of the time that I have had. So first of all, thank you for inviting me and on this joyous occasion. I'm truly honored to be a part of this orientation session. And before I begin, I would first like to congratulate Tiwari sir and the entire NITI team. I would not call it first IIM Mumbai, to convert this into IIM Bombay. And I think that calls for a very large appreciation for the entire team. And I also hold about 16 years experience. I understand what it takes for a leader to bring something to this level. Yeah? And with all my visits to meet Tiwari sir and the entire team, all have understood that the entire NITI team is passionate about transforming education and doing something really big is what, and I as we also partnered with several institutions across globe, but this passion has been rarely seen in the director and the entire team. And sir, you are a visionary leader, definitely, and such success comes when there is a visionary leader along with a committed team that makes everything possible and successful. So for all the participants, with my deep feelings, this is one of the finest programs I have come across during my 16 years of executive education journey. This program does not just give you an opportunity to work with or study from world's finest instructor and veteran faculty, Professor Simchi, and makes you industry ready, but also allow you to rub shoulder with some of the top professionals across. Sir, NITI's and IIM Mumbai's vision to upskill working professionals at an affordable price had been a great transformational journey, and I'm sure we are all together in this. My introduction is already done. Quick snapshot about Jaro Education. We are India's leading higher education company, pioneers in executive education, and our vision is to revolutionize higher education. Presently, we are present in 16 cities with having 28 plus offices, 1,000 plus manpower base. We work with some of the top partners that includes IIM, ITs, and some of the top Ivy League institutions across India, offering 100 plus different domains of programs. Along with, we have also been having 350,000 plus alumni base, and we've received various national level awards for our exceptional contribution in executive education space. So in interest of time, I wish all of you great luck and thanks for inviting me. To sum up, we are committed to support the vision of IIM Mumbai and the Gati Shakti vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And thank you so much for this invitation. Wishing great luck to all of you. Over to you, Harsh.
And now with great enthusiasm that I introduce our other esteemed guest of honor, Shri Sunit Mukherjee, Head of Lubricant Supply Chain and Operations for the India Hub at Shell. A distinguished alumnus of Indian Institute of Management, Mumbai, Shri Mukherjee's illustrious career spans pivotal roles at Mondelez International, where he showcases remarkable leadership abilities in plant transformation, supply chain planning, logistics, and international marketing management. His journey exemplifies dedication to excellence and operational efficiency, making his insight valuable to our core. A true luminary in the field of supply chain and operations. Shri Sunit Mukherjee, sir, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Thank you so much. And really, it's a very momentous occasion. And I'm really thankful to Professor Manoj Tiwari, Professor David Simchi, Mr. Rajesh Singh, Ms. Rangita Raman, and all other people present out here for inviting me here. It's really a very proud moment for me to come back to my alma mater and such an esteemed platform here to really address all of you. I know I have got limited time of 10 to 15 minutes. I'll not take more time into this, but there's so many things to speak about, talk about, and I will first congratulate Niti to get into IIM Mumbai, and I can just imagine the kind of an effort and endeavor which Professor Manoj Tiwari has put in. And thanks to you, sir, for this. And we are all proud, actually. We are very much proud of this. And I have been seeing for the last 4 or 5 years the kind of effort that you have put into this. And, my heart swells with pride when I, see this effort and the endeavor coming into reality, right? And also, when I am Mumbai now securing the 7th rank by NIRF among India's management schools. So when I joined NITI and passed out in 99, the kind of effort that we have put in, and today where we are, it's really, really a significant milestone that we have achieved. And I am sure all the students of NITI and alumni definitely must be cherishing very good time and definitely will create a mark in the industry, which we have already done. And there are miles to go before we sleep for this. Now, coming to this particular course, let me tell you, I myself have attended at least 3 courses here in the last 9 courses that you have made available.
Thank you very much, sir.
I have been a big propagator of this course, not only because of the content, but I am everyone actually, not I am just a simple person out here. Professor David Simchi, the way you teach the content, I can just relate each and everything of yours, the kind of dream that we had as a budding supply chain professional 20 years back. And today when we are working, we can just relate with the concepts in each and every stream, be it source, make, plan, deliver, marketing, sales, finance, everywhere. We can just look into that optimization techniques, the kind of a concepts related to data, digital, all put together. It's just amazing. Sometimes what used to happen is that we used to learn into theory books and other journals or videos, about these concepts. 40-50% we used to imbibe and balance 40-50 is to evaporate. But the way you have disseminated the knowledge and the way we have imbibed, believe in me, I'm not exaggerating. It's like, some of my colleagues are also attending the session. I have been talking to them when I have done this course that, how you will get benefited from this and how you can really implement. Simplicity is the name, right? And the way you have done it, thanks a lot for this, sir. And the other thing which you have talked about, when less is more. So now in this competitive age, there's a pressure on cash, there's a pressure on cost, there's a pressure in service. So you have to get to 98% service level. You have to have the best in class DIO, that is a days inventory outstanding. You have to have the best in class DSO, and you have to have the best in class cost. Now, these things are very nice to talk about, but to do it, you cannot just do it single-handedly. And there comes the power of data. There comes the power of digital, and there comes the power of stakeholder management, and there comes the power of collaboration. So all these things can only happen when you can really, really take help of your data and have a solid digital revolution in your own organization. Now, firstly, all the best for this particular course in terms of reinventing business operations with data analytics. And I am very sure that you all will enjoy this course. My only urge to you is that whatever you learn, I think you should, you have to also propagate the same to your colleagues, to your friends who are not even attending this. And by that, there should be a culture, and then you can reap the real benefits. If you just keep it within yourself, things may not be that much of beneficial. So that is one request I wanted to make to all of you. Now, coming to this particular course about data. Now, in terms of the digital disruption which we are seeing, and in terms of the technological advancement, right, it's a business imperative. We cannot just talk about saying that, fine, X company has done a digital revolution, so even we should also imbibe. Now, the point is that basis your maturity index in the organization, you have to design in such a way so that you can imbibe the core principles of digital revolution. Massive amount of data is available, and basis that in terms of the maturity level of the organization, you have to move ahead in terms of the digital revolution. So one mistake which typically happens is that in terms of in herd mentality, everyone gets into that. And finally, we have seen in our 20 years back when we used to have SAP implementation, why some of the companies had very good SAP implementation and some of the companies could not do it well. It's only because of kind of a misjudgment of the maturity level of that particular organization. The moment you have that, matrix wherein you can set yourself that, yeah, okay, fine, I'm in this particular shape, and this is the time period in which I have to get into that. So I think that is a very important thing, which I have seen at least. It really makes a lot of sense in terms of success or failure, and we have to be very, very cognizant of that fact as well. Now, coming to the digital revolution, I think this must be a kind of a repetitive, but again, it's very important for us to also know, like, during COVID, the real power of digitalization we have seen during the time of COVID. Now, the things in 2016 and 17, which were like, okay, fine, will take 4 to 5 years to implement. Nowadays, we just don't have time. We just talk about, can we do it in 4 or 5 months? So that is the kind of a tectonic shift which has happened and which we are seeing in reality. One reason might be is that that was a necessity. That's the reason which has happened. And the second must be the cost of technology, which has also come down. And a lot of investment has also happened in this country. If you see in logistics as well, right from 2014-15 onwards, the kind of investment which has happened in logistics, the startups, the kind of dollars which have flown into this is remarkable. So logistics, which was just like, a simple, very mundane kind of a job, the kind of technology which has been invested into this, the kind of companies which have come into in terms of driver relays, like Revigos and other companies, right? It's a tectonic change. It's a seismic shift in the way things are happening. And the most important thing, which I believe, is that the conviction in the supply chain professionals. The conviction is also very important. And with this conviction, I think people have really gone into the depth and the detail, and they are in a cusp of transformation. So wherever I go, wherever I see, there are transformation stories. And these transformation stories are all something which is all waiting. Now with the power of digital, this has really, really accelerated to a never before seen kind of a speed. Now, coming to three main points, which I wanted to talk to you, something away from supply chain as well. How digital also helps in terms of marketing and sales. Then I'll come to supply chain. So 15 years back, when we used to talk about ROI, return on investment of any kind of a promotional schemes that we are running, shall we run a promotional schemes in through newsprint or through television or through, as of today, there are Instagrams and others as well. So I'm talking more of the channels. So the power of digital, the power of data analytics comes here, where in very simple concept, but people used to grapple with that. But today there are tools, today there are analytics available through which you can see how the consumer behaviors, the patterns, acceptance is changing by virtue of the ROI calculation. Whether your advertisement through Instagram is much more effective, or it is much more effective through television or a newsprint to some segmentation, some geography, some demographics, right? So all this slicing and dicing of the data is available through data analytics. And this is what, and why I'm saying this is that we have seen some 15 years back how we used to grapple with those things. And now with the click of the button in a span of 2 to 3 hours, you all get this information and you take informed decision. Then I'll come to one of the important thing, which is very close to my heart, is about the sentimental analysis. Now, the various data across the social platforms that you are having, one must be wondering, like, what happens? Marketing folks knows about that, but from a supply chain point of view, is also important to understand how this data is really used, how this data is, in terms of the sentiment analysis, good, bad, accepted, not accepted. So there are a lot of analytics tools available, and the consumer taste, pattern, behavior, all these things we have seen during COVID, how people have changed their, in terms of the eating habits, in terms of their behavior, their buying behaviors, all those things are available, their social talks, and how you can really, really take help of these things. And finally, you make an analysis of this through, data analytics tool, and have an informed decisions. So these two examples I just wanted to talk to you, so that the entire value chain we are very clear. Similarly in sales, now pricing and packaging, and sir, you have also referred in one of your courses before, if I remember, in terms of dynamic pricing, in terms of the way it happens, right? So it's all available today, and this is the power of analytics, wherein the kind of a discounting required in terms of pre-Christmas or post-Christmas or pre-festivals, post-festivals, how the things move dynamically. Can you imagine these things were there 15 years back? No, it was not there. So this is the power of analytics. This is the power of digital revolution through which we are passing. And believe in me, this is a golden time of supply chain, right? With technology with us, we can just create magic. And I can see those things happening. The dream that I was also having, sometimes it used to get choked because of no technology being available. Today, I am seeing the reality. Today, I'm saying like how tracking and tracing is going to help you in international logistics, how tracking and tracing is going to help you in your local logistics as well, and how basis that you can have a solid, powerful negotiation with the transporters as well, that here is your lead time X, and now how it has become X minus delta. Very simple examples, but very powerful because it really gives you the business results. Now, international logistics during COVID time, now, mostly a lot of companies are into import and export. Just imagine the scenario wherein you are not even aware of what's happening in the ship, where is the vessel, and how do you really react to that. Now, with this all tracking and tracing and the blockchains available today, you are in a position to really know and you can take informed decisions. And these things are reality. These things are something which is happening. And that's the beauty and that's the power and that's the thing which is called the speed and acceleration into supply chain technology. Lastly, I'll also talk something about manufacturing. In manufacturing, I could see the tectonic shift which is happening because of Industry 4.0. But two glaring examples is one about the quality part, that is the golden batch. So everyone craves for a golden batch, but what do you do with that? Now with artificial intelligence and the data that you are having, you can really look into those golden batch. What are the components of that? And you can preempt, right? You can predict that how your batches will be there and what does it take to have a golden batch on a sustained basis, which previously you could have dreamt of, but lack of technology would have disabled you to really change your dream into reality. Similarly, your predictive maintenance with your IoT sensors all available in your machines today with your machine learning, you can really simulate the things, and basis that you can avoid your cost escalations, and you can do a solid predictive maintenance with vibration technology available into the machines. Now, one must say all these things, okay, fine, we read in the books, but believe in me, these things are happening. There are a lot of participants, a lot of industry professionals here in this course today who will be knowing that yes, these are the realities. And let me tell you, this is happening at a breakneck speed. That is the beauty of this. Lastly, I was mentioning about sales. Let me give you one more example in sales. Now, in sales, when you have a geocoding, a distributor, right? So there's a channel. So you have factory, warehouse, then you have distributors, right? And finally, the retail outlets. Now, there are retail outlets which are totally geocoded. And basis that when a distributor salesman walks into a particular outlet in his handheld device, he gets an information not only about that particular outlet where he has entered, but in a radius of 100 meter to 200 meter, the other outlets who are starved of stocks, that gets reflected into his handheld device. And from there, the order gets generated. So that is the kind of a dimension which data analytics by virtue of AI and ML really helps. It's all happening and it's all happening with the speed. So thanks a lot to all of you for inviting me here. It's a great course. Reap the maximum benefit. And thank you, sir, once again for inviting me to this session. I myself, again, I'm participating in this course so that my knowledge is on a continuous basis goes up. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Sunit. So nicely you described, and we are well lucky that you are attending this course, not only this earlier course also, and hope that this time you may get so many newer things which Professor David has planned.
Yeah.
And over to the student coordinator, please. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And I thank all our chief guests for such inspiring and encouraging words. We at IIM Mumbai will continue to add more value to businesses and help them make their presence felt globally. Now, I invite our faculty coordinator, Professor Rosalind Ma'am, for the vote of thanks. Professor Ma'am.
Thank you for providing me the opportunity to deliver an acknowledgement of appreciation. As we reach the end of inaugural ceremony, I, Professor Rosalind, Faculty Course Coordinator, take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made this unique course successful. Firstly, I would like to thank Professor David Simchi-Levi for kindly accepting our invitation to lead this course after successfully completing 9 global online certification courses with IIM Mumbai. We are certain that our participants will get a wealth of knowledge from his effective teaching approach, which includes a wide range of case studies and practical examples. His teaching methodology has been much appreciated by the participants from past courses. We are certain that they were able to apply the learnings from the course in their respective organizations for operational and business excellence. Thank you, sir, for your association with us. We feel privileged to have you with us for yet another course. We are thankful to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Rajesh Kumar Singh, Secretary Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, for taking time out from his hectic schedule and gracing this event with his valuable presence, enlightening us with his words of wisdom and providing us with a glimpse into the significant initiatives of Government of India in various sectors such as logistics, PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, and investment in digital capabilities. We thank Sri Rajesh Ji for giving us a perfect start to this course. We extend our deepest gratitude to the guest of honor, Sri Suneet Mukherjee, Head Lubricant Supply Chain and Operations India Hub, Shell, and we feel honored to hear your enlightening words for this course. Thank you very much for coming forth with your support for your alma mater, IIM Mumbai, and sharing words of encouragement. We look forward to future interactions and collaboration. We are grateful to all our course participants for showing an enormous response to this course and believing in the brand of IIM Mumbai as one of the premier institutes in the country. We are committed to ensuring that this course delivers substantial value to each of you. We are incredibly grateful to our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor Manoj Tiwari, under whose visionary leadership and guidance, the launch of this course has been possible again. Director Sir has inspired us with his own actions and taught us to break the barriers, impossibility to make things happen. The team is fortunate to work under your leadership, sir. Thank you so much. We thank our deans, registrars, professors, various officers and staffs across different domains such as Industry Connect, Media Relations, Alumni Relations, Placement Cell, Computer Center, and SRIC Office for their unwavering support and resource mobilization efforts needed for this program. We express our deep gratitude to Jaro Education, our valued marketing partner, for their invaluable support. A heartfelt appreciation goes out to Ms. Sanjita Ma'am, Chief Executive Officer, Jaro Education, and her dedicated team for their unwavering and consistent support. Our esteemed student community at IIM Mumbai has continuously encouraged and supported us, and we are immensely thankful for their involvement. I immensely thank my dear colleagues and other faculty coordinators of this course, Professor Rofin, Professor Mahapatra, Professor Manupati, Professor Bipan Kumar, Professor Amit Kumar Das, Professor Jasashri Mandal, and Professor Ramesh Kumar for their persistent action in making this course successful. Lastly, our student coordinator team, Ronnie, Pooja, Ishika, Akash, Harsh, Kaustav, Fanish, deserve heartfelt thanks for the invaluable support. We take immense pride in our entire team and remain committed to continually enhancing the value of this course and future offerings for our all participants. Thank you all for attending the inaugural ceremony of this course, and we wish you all a joyful and enriching learning experience ahead. Before moving forward, I kindly request all our esteemed guests, professors, and panelists to please turn on their cameras for a quick group photo. Thank you for your cooperation. We will now take 10-minute break, and following that, we will resume with our first lecture delivered by Professor David. Thank you, everyone.
So, Professor David, we will resume the session after 10 minutes. Okay.
Yep. 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.